What's good, Elevators? It's your boy Elevation here with another episode of the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his co-hosts on and off the pod. I thought today was a pretty seamless episode. They normally pod better whenever Joe isn't there for some reason. Well, not some reason. It's easier to work when your boss isn't micromanaging every movement that you make. But I'm too nervous, guys. I'm just going to be honest. I'm very nervous. While everybody's celebrating and while Joe is, I don't want to say boasting, but letting it be known that he's the head nigga in the space, all the changes are being made behind the scenes, and Joe has asked them numerous times if he needed to tell them or if they would want to speak to him afterwards or stay home. He's giving them every signal in the world to let them know that their time is up. And not every individual on the pod, but considering nobody knows who it's going to be, a couple of months ago, Joe asked them straight to their face on the pod, would y'all need me to speak to y'all if y'all got fired? Like, would I have to fire y'all directly? They're like, nah, we wouldn't expect that. We wouldn't need that. He just asked them recently, would y'all be offended if I told y'all to stay home? Same pay and everything. No, we'll be good. No, everything's all right. Everybody's just okay with it. No one's pondering except Flip. And then, of course, he misses today. And I know he went on vacation, and he was letting it be known that he was going on vacation for a month or so now. But the timing of everything isn't coincidental for me. It's too perfect in timing for everything happening, especially with Melissa missing the pod. Now, everybody was trying to make a big deal about her changing the title, and I'll admit, I was one of those people, but sometimes you just got to show people grace. You made a mistake, make amends. I made a mistake earlier. Somebody called me out on it, and I immediately tried to make amends, just like Melissa. So we're just going to skip right past that. But it is scary for me that she's missing a day. Flip alluded to missing a day next week because of his quote-unquote birthday. Joe missing a day. He's letting them know somebody's coming in next week. He's letting them know y'all will continue to get paid, but somebody's got to stay home. And to me, that sounds like a corporate field setting up the severance pay, setting up the release, setting up the layoff, the furlough. You have to leave. You don't have to go home. You just can't stay here. I'm nervous, guys. I'm nervous. As far as today's episode is concerned, they were flowing. They had cohesion. Parks and Flip keep killing the intros every time they're given the opportunity. They wake up the energy. I like the music talks. I like somewhat the segues they made. Mark went crazy on Hulk Hogan. And it's funny because my brother had this exact same reaction that Mark did whenever I was like, damn, Hulk Hogan passed away, RIP. He's like, man, fuck him. I was like, wait, what? I wasn't privy to everything that happened in the past. And then once I was put on game, I was like, oh, okay, I understand now. But damn, that's a touchy subject. Just anybody. Let's take Hulk Hogan out of it. If you were to pass away, but you were hated and admonished by a lot of people, would you want people to, in essence, spit on your grave? Because that's what was happening here. But we got to stand on, pick a side. I don't know. But outside of that, I felt like it was a good pod. So I don't have much to say on the pod today, but I'm nervous about the movements. I'm nervous. But what I hope these guys realize is every time Joe misses a pod, this is a trial run. All the movements that are being made in the background, this is a trial run. I want to see who's leading the pod. I want to see who's trying to segue topics. I want to see who's dragging on for too long. I want to see who has chemistry and cohesion with everybody else on the set. Because I'm going to be interchanging. I said it a couple of months ago. Everything I said a couple of months ago, but you got to bring it back now that the audience is building. Breakfast Club was interchanging hosts in front of us to figure out who they wanted to pick, and then they wound up picking Just Hilarious. Joe's about to do the same thing. I'm just not going to continue to pay y'all for your time here. I'll pay you, let you know, set up. hopefully you got your thing on the side going. But we just put out the expose, in essence, with New York Times, let people know that we're getting a bag over here. Patreon is putting up the advertisements everywhere. We tried to do it with Flip. We tried to show them that we have a network set up and that people can come over here and set up their own plays, but Flip fumbled the bag. So now it's back on me again, and we're about to go through the roof. Don't let Mark get it in his head that he has the opportunity to not get equity, but set up some type of a play with Patreon with Ian and Mark like Joe did. But who am I to speak on that? That it could either be a totally different entity or one that's run under Joe. But if I have any equity or stake in this, I need real stake in this. What's the point of having stake if it's worth nothing? But if Patreon wants to back this like they're backing you, then that's a whole different avenue. But we already said we're not going to speculate on people getting fired, so I'm not saying anyone's getting quote-unquote fired, but I am putting it out there that y'all niggas, something's about to happen. Y'all niggas need to get to it. Y'all need to act like this is a real tryout. Y'all need to put your best foot forward, because if Joe isn't back the next pod or on the Patreon, hopefully you gave your best effort on that, because they're going to be looking at it like a template, not a template, but they're looking at it like test results, like, who put their best foot forward? Who actually gave a damn when Joe wasn't here? It's funny letting the jokes fly, but a year, 2 years down the line, when there's a totally different cast here, and Patreon has continued to go up, YouTube has continued to go up, and Joe is consistently on the top 1 to 3, maybe 4 list on the complex list in everyone else's eyes, what happens then? I don't want to be the I told you so nigga. I want to be like, damn, they actually listen to nigga. But it is what it is. I'm just letting y'all know I'm nervous. I can't stop thinking about future acquisitions. And next week's going to be a big week because Flip said he's missing. And Park said, you're calling out. And I don't know if he was saying Flip was calling out as a result of his birthday and that's why he's going to be missing, or Flip, you weren't supposed to let that out the bag that you're not going to be here next week, because that's when the new host is coming. And it's not just going to be interchangeable with Flip. But it is going to be entertaining if Flip misses next week and Melissa's there while the new female co-host is there. That's going to be something that we need to be paying attention to. So I don't know. I just wanted to keep y'all alert. I just wanted to let y'all know what it is that I'm feeling. I didn't really have any much to say on today's actual pod. Like I said, I enjoyed today's episode. It was longer than I anticipated. Normally when Joe's gone, they go for like 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 45 minutes. And I think it's dope that they're running through these part of the shows. They need to get Joe on board with that and stop treating the people that are spending $50 a month as if they're nothing. But like I said, I don't have anything negative to say on today's show, but my mind is elsewhere. I'm focused on the movements that are coming or upcoming next week, next month, the end of this year. Summertime's almost over. My son's about to go right back to school, freshman year. I'm like, damn, summer just ended. It just ended. So big moves are being made and everybody's just asleep. Everybody's just looking at it like, it's just another day at the JBP, but it's not. Big changes are being made. But as always, like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the page if you haven't. If you have, you already know how we rocking. You already know what it is with us, man. We got more in store. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.